Well, hi there, everybody, and well, hi, whoever's watching. It'll be interesting just to see who does watch this little live stream, and I probably won't talk a lot, but just take in the evening noises, and maybe we might see some sunset colour, but who knows? And it is starting to cool off again today now. It was up to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, but now it's dropped down to 64 degrees Fahrenheit, so evening is coming on, so just to listen to any of the evening noises and just any sights and sounds, so a pretty quiet live stream, I guess, unless somebody does ask me a direct question. And it is looking, it might be more just watching the dusk fall and listening to any of the birds or whatnot, because it doesn't look like we're going to get a lot of colour in the sky this evening. Oh, hi there, Dustin. Yeah, just I'm letting this run and bit of peace at the creek. And probably not a lot of chat, but more just watching as dusk falls. And probably won't be a lot of colour in the sky, but never mind. And I must apologise for all those ambient traffic noises out the front. So according to my weather app, sunset will be in about another 10 minutes time or 9 minutes time, so it will be interesting if we do get any colour in the sky, and I'll try and capture that, although I doubt that the camera will really do things justice. Hi there, Hope for Life. Well, it's coming up to 8 p.m. here, so yeah, this hour is, there'd be something wrong if I was in bed already. The sunset, not sunrise, and well, more just watching the dusk fall, I guess. Oh yes, I see, Hope for Life. Yeah, you did hear my instant messenger. Well, I didn't know if I'd catch you or not, and I thought, oh yeah, you're probably fast asleep, and so I'm surprised that you woke up in time and came on. Oh, hi there, Cammy. Hi. And of course, a big hi to Hope for Life. And I just thought, oh, I'll do something a little bit different and just run a live, just watching the dusk fall, and not an awful lot of chatting. Oh yes, up now with a cup of coffee. Well, yeah, that's cool. I just had another cup of coffee about 30 minutes ago before I went out to run this live stream. And I've got my tripod up as high as it goes and sitting on a tree stump, so it's all very interesting and I guess a little bit different. And I don't know if you can hear all the crickets singing in the background, but that's the constant background noise, other than the traffic out on the street or the road out in front. Yeah, when I've got some cash, I'll be buying a fishing pole, Dustin, and a fishing license, of course. I think we all know how it is these days. We're all a bit strapped for cash. And I did see some nice Jarvis Walker extendable ones, which weren't a lot of money in Kmart, so I've got to save my pennies. Probably made in China, but Jarvis Walker used to be not a bad brand, so could be worth a try. And I saw one, it extends out to 10 foot for 25 bucks, which, you know, it's got the reel included, so that didn't really sound that bad. Oh yes, oh that's cool. Yeah. I've heard of that, but I've never actually seen it done. people catching the fish by hand. All very fascinating. I hope you can hear me okay. Give me a thumbs up if you can, or a big I can hear you, or something like that. As where I've got the phone set up, it's a little bit hard to get right next to it. Oh yes, I think the water might be a little bit cool at the moment. I mean, it's now about 64 degrees Fahrenheit, so I should look that up, what that is in Celsius. Yeah, swim, catch, cook. Oh dear, would that be like a bit of a haze sort of act? Yeah, I think a bit cold for that, hope for life. Oh, backflip into the water, oh dear. Now that could be really interesting. A polar dip, yeah. I don't know how people do those ice swims myself. I like the water to be a little bit warm that I swim in. Oh no, down near the creek, I don't know what that is. It's some sort of weed. I'll just see if I can. It's definitely not rosemary. That's what it is. And I'm guessing it's a native plant of some type. Yeah. But no, I don't think I'll be doing any backflips. And plus the bottom of the creek is very muddy, so yeah, that mightn't be such a good idea. So yeah, I think I'd need Amber to show me how to jump in. Yeah, well, I need to get some equipment, and I'll definitely do some more fishing once I have the gear. But, you know, as I said, I've got to save my pennies for all the fishing gear and the fishing license. To the left of the fake rosemary. Would that be like that grass plant? It's sort of like some sort of water reed plant. It's got like spiky leaves. The leaves are spiky on top. And then on this other side, it's some sort of a native sort of a shrub, bush sort of thing that's growing, and I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't know about that grass being so good for cordage. I'd think it would probably work better as like thatching material, or even, you know, broom material, you know, if you made like a witch's broom. I could see it working for that. Because yeah, you know, the grass strands, they can get rather tough and brittle. I'm sure the roots of that fake rosemary, whatever it is, would probably process into some good cordage though. And yeah, I don't see any colour really happening in the sky, but it's probably interesting just to watch the dusk fall. And of course, you know, down here it does stay light for a little bit after sunset. It's not like in Indonesia that once the sun goes down it gets dark very quickly. I find the sea here, Hope for Life, too cold for me. I mean, just about all the sea swimming I ever did, or lake swimming or whatever, has been like in Southeast Asia. Oh, well, that's really cool, Dustin. 70k, wow. Yeah. I did watch you cooking the chicken on the stick earlier, and I didn't sort of see how many subs you had then. I was a bit blur when I did watch, so you know how it is. But yeah, very interesting that you found the wild garlic just starting to sprout, so it must be just spring starting. Spring has almost sprung where you are, I guess. Yeah, you're welcome, Dustin. I clicked it onto my watch later list and it ran during the night or very early morning as soon as you uploaded it, so I sleep watched it then, and by the time I'd woke up it was, you know, onto the next video on my watch later list, and then I had a couple of things to do, and so I only got back this afternoon to actually watch again and comment. Oh yes, yeah, that's a good comment, Hope for Life. Yeah, that fire piston and, you know, that mushroom or cramp ball was a real beauty. The way that cramp ball holds an ember, I guess I could ask, would that be sort of related to the, what's the one in America that everybody talks about, chagra? Because I know that a lot of bushcrafters in the US use the chagra as well as drinking it in a tea, but use it as a fire lighter. Yeah, you don't need practicing, you've got that down to a fine art. Yeah, chaga or chagra, yeah. It must be really interesting. I mean, obviously it's not here, and it wasn't in Asia either. Yeah, I believe it does grow on silver birch, but The only silver birch here is in people's gardens, so and of course, you know, you can imagine that probably, you know, what's in people's gardens doesn't have like all the, you know, wild plants and organisms and what have you that sort of live in birch forests, so we're never going to see it here. Oh yes, in colder climates, yeah. Oh yes, nothing but pines. Yeah, but it would smell wonderful, all the pine. It would smell like Christmas, as somebody said when I was watching a video somewhere or other. They were cutting down pines or what have you. Yeah, well, I've heard chaga tea is really, really, really good, actually. Oh, yes, I see. Hope for Life, yeah, that they don't go too far. And I guess especially before you sort of know the area very well. Yeah, I've never had pine needle tea. You know, there's the odd pine tree that grows around here, but who knows if they're toxic, if they're the toxic ones or not. So I'm not sort of game to try it. But I have heard that pine needle tea is actually quite good. And as Dustin was saying, full of vitamin C, so that's really fascinating. Creepy crawlies in that water, maybe leeches. I don't know what else would be creepy crawlies in that water. Maybe some type of insect larvae. No gators. It's too cold for them down here, so that's one thing that's not down here. Oh yes, if you can't see your feet, you freak out. Well, yeah, a lot of the time this water is not really that clear in the creek. It can be quite murky at times, so you know, it might be a matter of luck whether you see your feet or not if you waded in. Thalassophobia, is that right? I'd never heard of that one. I haven't got my glasses, so it's hard to sort of read on this little screen. I guess it's interesting just to watch the light levels drop here. And I'm actually surprised how well it's still coming up on the screen, on the camera, when I look on this other screen that I have. Oh yes, you could fall back to sleep to those sounds. Yeah, well that's cool. I better let this run a bit longer and catch some more of these nighttime sounds and evening sounds. Oh yes, well that'd be interesting. That could be an interesting idea. Ambient nature sounds to fall to sleep to or something like that, yeah. Oh yes, I've seen that too, yeah. Well, lockdown here, it's been lifted, but will it return? Who knows? I mean, the way the leader is here, I think it'll come and go. Yeah, it is starting to get darker now. I'm guessing the sun went down about 25 minutes ago. So I don't know, maybe another 10 minutes and it'll be time to cut off the live stream because nobody will be able to see anything. You know, I guess we'll keep this running until the screen's sort of hard to see. Well, they sort of vary, Dustin. And, you know, I've made them, you know, to have a job to advertise an upcoming video or something. There's probably been 2 that have got some decent amount of views, but you'll laugh, but the watch time's not that long. I mean, some people, like the average watch time is like about 19 seconds for, 19 seconds, 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 19 seconds you know, for like, just under a minute video, so. Oh yes, well, if I can get stuff, you know, if I can get some stuff out of some previous videos, I will as shorts. It's sort of, it takes a bit of doing at times because of the aspect ratio for shorts. You know, they don't like or accept the landscape aspect ratio for shorts, so yeah, well, I do have a number on my computer that are, you know, I just dump them on my computer when I'm finished editing and finished whatever with them. So, you know, I could certainly, you know, re-edit stuff out of some of those videos. And I'm still filming bits and pieces for my upcoming knife unboxing and review, so yeah, into new content. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Well, actually, the way I read my eyes without glasses, you know, it did look, I've sort of got to put it right back to see contact, but, you know, I just thought content because, you know, but yeah, I did test out that saw on that knife a couple of days ago, so, you know, that was interesting. And I was actually quite surprised by that little saw and that knife. It was actually quite adequate. And I've got to test the wire cutters too on that, and I've got to test the blade and see if I can make some feather sticks with the blade, how that'll feather. Yeah, it's starting to get darker now. And so we'll probably run, I don't know, another 10 minutes and then cut it off because nobody will be able to see anything. But it is probably interesting just to watch how dusk falls here in real time. I hope you do find it interesting anyway. And I've actually been amazed how many people will come back and watch these live streams at times. Oh yes, yes. Oh yeah, like a watercolour painting, yeah, well, it's sort of starting to get quite dark now. I can still see where I'm walking, but, you know, it is getting quite dark, so, you know, let this run, I don't know, another 5 to 10 minutes. Just, you know, so that you can see the full spectrum. And of course, you know, I'd had that steak and onion sloppy Joe video sitting in my bank for the last 6 weeks or nearly 2 months, so I thought, oh, I should really finish editing that and get that one up. So got that one up, and I've got to do a review of these cheap or supermarket brand Indomie noodles. You know, well, not Indomie, Arielle-Viking, the mee goreng. It'll be interesting to see how that compares to the genuine Indomie mee goreng noodles. Yeah, I've seen that you've done a few of those rehashes, yeah. And if it gets more views, why not? Yeah, we're getting rather dark now, aren't we? So, you know, about another 5 minutes, and then we'll cut this off because nobody will see anything. Oh yes, so yeah, you've got a few in the bank then, yeah. Yeah, for a rainy day when you can't be effed going to the woods, yeah, I understand. Oh yes, the music brought the kids into the living room every time it came on. Oh yes, top 5, open fire cooking, top 5, Dutch oven, top 5 frying pan, overall top 10, and so on, yeah. Oh no, I won't get stuck out in the pitch dark. I'll let this run about another 5 minutes, and then I'll call it a day for the live stream. There'll be enough light shining out of the windows that I can see my way back up to the house, so that should be okay, I hope. Oh yes, waiting for your spring and summer, yeah. And hopefully your spring will sort of mean that things will open up a bit again, and you know, open up some ideas and opportunities for some of your normal content that you've probably missed out on making, and being able to catch up with Mike and Graham again for another collaboration build would be brilliant. Yeah, well, that's cool if you can get 2 videos out of it. So we're definitely getting quite dark here now. And, you know, the screen is sort of really showing things up dark. Yeah, I like the music, but you know how it is, you can't please everybody. And sometimes, yeah, just to shut up the naysayers, just to drop it, yeah. It's one of those things, darned if you do and darned if you don't. Oh dear, I look like a ghost in this screen. It is nearly time to cut this off. Yeah, time to light the fire and toast some marshmallows. Yeah, make some s'mores, that would be great. Drag out the old kerosene lamp and the fishing rod and put a line in the water. Beside the campfire. Oh, Jaeger, yeah. Oh, yeah, that stuff, yeah. I laugh at that because, yeah, that gave me some nasty hangovers many years ago. Anyway, I better cut this off because it's getting a bit dark. So I'm going to thank everybody for watching. Take care, God bless, and until next time, bye-bye. Bye.